Okay. So please, 208. We're gonna work on comparisons, comparatives, and superlatives. You've got the same explanation there, okay? And as I know that it is a lot of information, we will be practicing with examples as we go along, okay? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Just let me grant access to your classmates. They are joining right now, okay. Okay, so please, for those who have just joined right now, we're going to work right now on page number 208 on our student book, please. Okay, please, my dear Adela, can you help me out reading the first part? Please. The
From
yes.
comparisons?
Yes, from comparisons.
Okay.
You've
I
got
can
on
see
your,
it.
but you've got on this on your student book the same on page number 208.
200.
Yes, you've got the same explanation there.
Okay. Comparisons
Yes.
for add er and est to form the comparative and superlative of regular one-syllable adjectives,
Yes.
or are and st for adjectives ending in e. Double the consonant if the adjective ends in a short vowel and a consonant. Examples: adjectives, comparison, and superlative. Cheap, cheaper, the cheapest. Late, later, the latest. Thin, thinner, the thinnest. Use more and most before adjectives with more than one syllable. Change y to I and add er and est to adjectives ending in y after a consonant. Sincere, more sincere, the most sincere. Happy, happier, the happiest. Two forms are possible with some two syllables adjectives. Example: clever, common, friendly, gentle, likely, narrow, pleasant, polite, quiet, simple, stupid, tired. Clever, cleverer, or more clever. The cleverest, the most clever.
Okay, thank
Use
you so
more.
much. So far, thank you so much. So far, it is all of this clear, or maybe there is something that you don't get it at all. Because we have to add, as you know, the words er and est for the comparatives and superlatives. This is the basis, okay? So we have to double the consonant if the adjective ends in a short vowel in a consonant, as in the case of thin, thinner, double in, and thinnest, like that, okay? And for those who have more than one syllable, we have to use the word more and the most. Alright? So I guess that it is not that difficult, right? Okay. Next. Please help me out reading the next part. Camila, please, you go. Use more.
The part of use.
Yes, use more in the most.
Use more and the most before moral adverbs. Add ir and are and is and st to the following adverbs: fast, hard, late, long, soon.
Soon.
Quickly, more quickly.
Quietly.
Quietly.
More quietly, the most quietly, fast, faster, and the fastest. Okay, with those, specifically with these adverbs, fast, hard, late, and long, and soon as well, we have to work like this. Some adjectives in this case and adverbs have irregular forms, like, as you know, good and well is better and the best, and bad and badly is the worst or worse or the worst. Okay, and far farther or farther, and the farthest or the farthest. Okay, so don't forget, only these are irregular ones. The next part, please, regarding use. Abigail, please, help me out.
To talk about people or things that are different in some way, use comparative forms of adjectives slash adverbs plus than. I think listening is more difficult than reading. For a small difference, use a bit, a little, slightly before comparatives. Your lunch is slightly bigger than ours.
Yes, okay,
For a
so
big
far.
difference,
Thank you so much. Can you
thanks.
help me? Yeah, okay, thank you so much. The first one, can you provide me with some examples? The first part, to talk about people or things that are different in some way. Use comparative forms or adjectives in adverbs, plus the word than. For instance, as you can see here, I think listening is more difficult than reading. Can you provide me, please, one example, one by one? I want to hear from you, Adela, please. You first.
Um, eh, I can use it in a. I have now a question first
Okay,
to give my
tell me.
example. Because if I could say, I feel a bit better today than yesterday, it's correct say it in that way.
Yeah, it's correct. Yeah, you can say that.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
all right.
Okay, so that's
That's your example. Okay,
yes.
thank you. Camila, please, yours. Who else was here?
I think the apple is more delicious than the pineapple.
Yeah, perfect. Pablo, please, yours.
Well, Russia is bigger than Ecuador.
Yeah, okay, perfect. What about you, Abigail? Yours.
Hmm, I think that kiwi is more delicious than mango.
Yes, that is okay. But in the case to express small differences, we use a bit, a little, slightly before comparatives. Okay, for instance, in this case, your lunch is slightly bigger than ours. Okay, so please, one more time, your examples. I want to hear from you guys. Help me out in the same order. Adela, please. You can use a
Okay.
bit, a little, slightly, or any of this.
Yeah. I okay. I feel no. I feel
For instance, you can say
the
you. Okay, go ahead.
this book is bigger, slightly bigger than your book.
Yes, yeah, yeah, yes, perfect. I was about to tell you that you can say you are slightly taller than me, for instance. Okay, yours, Camila, please. Thank you so much.
Learning how to drive a car is a bit difficult than a motorcycle.
Yes, perfect. Paulo, please, yours.
Well, my internet is worse than CNT.
It's slightly worse than, only
Oh,
worse. Slightly worse than this one. Okay, perfect.
worse.
And Abigail, please, finally.
Your pencil case is little smaller than mine.
A little smaller. A little
A
smaller.
little.
Don't forget the
Thanks.
article. Yeah, okay. But now, for big differences, we have to use much, quiet, a lot, far, or far, significantly. For instance, my new car is much faster than my old one. Okay? So please, one more time, Ayala, please, your example.
Um, my job is much harder this year than the last year.
Yes, than the previous one, you can say.
Yeah.
Okay. Camila, please, yours.
The distance between my house and to my work is much far than my
It's
partner.
farther.
It's farther.
It's much farther than the other one. Okay. Perfect. Abigail, please, yours.
My new job is much, how do you say, demandante?
Demanding.
Demanding than my old job. But in this case, how I can use ER.
Sorry, I couldn't hear so well. Can you repeat it again? It was demanding,
Mhm.
right?
My old job uh, is much demand than my
Is
new one.
is much more demanding. Much more.
Mhm.
Yes, it's much more demanding than the other one. My
Wow.
previous one. Okay. We don't have to use old when it comes to talking about previous things. We have to use previous.
Mm.
Okay. Don't forget. Now, to emphasize the difference between one person or thing from all the others, we use by far, which means in Spanish por lejos, or easily before superlatives. Okay, this is by far the best book I have ever read. Alright? Please, one more time, one example. So please keep going so you can practice. Ariela, please, go. You can use by
Uh,
far or easily, which is the same. For example, in this case, you can say this is easily the best book I have ever read, or by far the best book that I have ever read.
okay. Today is by far the rainiest day in the month. I could say that.
In a yes, perfect. Okay. Camila, please, yours.
Lasagna is by the far the best food that I taste
I have tried.
ever
I have tried. Okay. This is
tried.
by far, only by far. This is by far the other one. Okay. Paula, please help me out. Yours.
Um, well, I'm thinking. Uh,
Okay.
yes.
Meanwhile, Abigail, please.
Uh, Give a moment, please. I'm
Yeah.
thinking. Sorry.
Yeah. Abigail is going to go.
This is by far the smallest homework that I have done.
The smallest homework. You can say the easiest, maybe. Yeah, the
Easiest.
easiest homework that I have ever done. Yes. Okay. Now, do you have yours, Paulo?
Maybe this is by far the best motorcycle that I ride in my life.
I have written. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Now we have to use the preposition in before a noun when specifying the group that corresponds the subject that we're talking about. For example, Steven is noticed boy in the class. Okay. Or for example, you are the most intelligent or the cleverest person in your family. Like that. Okay. So please, one more time, your examples. Ariela, please.
Um, my food is the worst that I prepared in the week. Could say that.
Yeah, in the week it could be because we are talking about a group of the. Yes, okay, it could be. It works. Thank you so much. What about you, Camila?
How to say handsome, but in comparative
More
or
handsome.
no?
More handsome in comparative, the most handsome in superlative.
Johnny Depp is the most handsome man in the US.
Yes, or in the world, you can say. It is only for practicing, okay? Perfect. Um, Paulo, please.
Mm, Daniel is is the is the most intelligent.
Yes.
Mm,
In what group?
in in my in my group,
In my job, you can say, or in my classroom. Okay.
in my team, in my team. Sorry, in my team could be.
Okay. Yeah, in your team. Perfect. Abigail, please.
Fernanda, my little cousin, is the tallest in her classroom.
Perfect. Nice. Let's continue. Now we have less and least are the opposites of more and most. For example, rugby is less popular than football here. This is the comparative less. This is easily the least friendly bar in town. This is the superlative. Okay? So you have to think of your examples. I'm gonna give you just a few seconds so you can think of it. So please, with less and least. You've got it, Ariela, please. With
I'm thinking, teacher.
less, okay. Take your time. And let me know when you're ready, okay? And you can tell me. One with less and another one with least.
Okay, maybe
Okay.
I could say um, the today's lesson is less difficult than the previous one,
Perfect. With least.
and least Bad Bunny songs are the least favorite songs that I have in my playlist.
Yes, okay. So you don't like Bad Bunny. Okay.
No.
Yes. Alright. What about you, Camila?
Um, Classic music is less popular than reggaeton.
Yes. Perfect. With least.
um,
Remember that least is the superlative, okay? Like the most, but in a negative way.
is the Quito is the less secure town in the Ecuador.
Is the less secure city in Ecuador?
Secure city
Yes,
in
perfect.
Ecuador.
Yeah, perfect. Paulo, please, you go.
Well, Mexican food is less popular than Ecuador,
Ecuadorian one.
Ecuador,
Yeah,
Ecuadorian food. Yes,
and with
and
least.
the and least well, well Salvador. No, well, no,
You
sorry.
can say, for example, it is only an example, right? Ecuador is the least beautiful country in the world, for example, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay, don't worry.
Uh, yeah.
Abigail, please, you go.
salad fruit is the less popular food on um,
On,
my high school bar.
all right, good list.
And on the list, husky is the least adopted dog in my street.
The less
I
adaptive.
don't know how to say adoptable.
I I haven't heard about that word. I don't know if it is adaptable. Like no. What do you mean
uh,
instead of that?
excuse, is, can I
Maybe
speak
you
a
can
few
say the
Spanish?
least. Yeah, okay, you can give it a go.
Eh, el husky es el perro que menos adoptan en mi barrio.
No, but in this case it doesn't work because we're talking about superlatives. The
List.
list.
Oh,
Before, sorry, after list, you have to use an adverb or an adjective. Yes.
mm, let me think a moment, please.
Yeah, okay. Don't worry. You can say this dog that you mentioned, I don't remember, is the least adoptable pet in my town. Like that.
Yeah, sorry, I could say Chihuahua is the least uh, friendly
Animal,
is
for
the least
example.
friendly than Pitbull could be.
Yeah, in this case, no, we don't have to use than because it's a superlative. With less, yes.
Mm,
Less
mm,
than. You can say Chihuahua is the
mm.
least friendly dog in the world, for example. Okay? Like that.
Okay, okay,
Perfect.
thank you.
That is. So don't forget, after less in after list, you have to use an adjective or an adverb. Just like that. Don't complicate yourselves, okay? So let's go over this one. Like more in the most, they can be used without a noun. These ones, okay? Less and least. You should eat less and exercise more, right? In this case, we don't use any noun, only like that. Okay, please, Adela, yours.
You you should scroll less and study more.
Perfect. And study more. Nice. Camila, please.
You should talk less and smile more.
Yes. Abigail, please.
You should mm, waste your time less and study more.
Perfect. And Paulo, please.
You should mm, mm, uh, sleep less and eat more.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. Next, we use less and least with uncountable nouns in few. This is important. In fewer, in fewest, with plural in countable nouns. Okay, as you can see here, I am eating less chocolate and fewer sweets. Okay, chocolate is an uncountable noun, chocolate, and fewer is a countable noun. So one more time, your examples, please. I want to hear from you, Adela.
Give me a minute. I'm thinking, teacher
Okay,
is too much information.
all right. Don't worry. Take your time. If you're ready, let me know, please, and tell me. Try to think of proper examples.
It could be I'm putting less sugar and fewer marshmallows on my cup.
Yes, like that. Perfect. Thank you so much, Camila. Who else wants to give it a go?
It could be working less.
Less time.
No, no, uh, I'm doing exercise less,
I'm doing less exercise. I'm doing less
less exercise,
exercise and
and fewer work work.
in that case less is okay, but fewer not, because fewer is we can use them with countable nouns. Countable nouns. Things that we can count.
Mm,
Yeah.
well,
Abigail, please, maybe you, perhaps. Vanessa as well. Are you here, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
teacher.
Do you have yours?
With eating.
Okay.
Yes. I'm eating less fruits and fewer vegetables.
The other way around. The other way. I'm eating less vegetables and fewer fruits. But vegetables are countable nouns as well. So it doesn't work here. Remember that we use less with uncountable nouns. For instance, you can say, I am eating less, maybe rice, and fewer fruits. Like that.
Fewer water.
No, less water, because less is with uncountable nouns and fewer with countable nouns. Okay? So don't forget. Who else wants to try it?
Me.
Okay.
Um, I driving less my bicycle and fewer steps.
Fewer steps. It means that you're walking less time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay. Who's missing?
Teacher.
Okay.
I could say I'm earning less money because I'm working fewer hours.
Hours. Yeah, it could be. It works. Yes, it works. Less time and fewer hours. Okay. Time is general, hours is specific. Yes, it works. Okay. Next, we use just as plus the adjective of the adverb plus the word as one more time to show similarities. This one you know. She is just as intelligent as her sister. Is as the adverb or the adjective plus as to show similarities. Okay. In the negative one, we have to add only the word not. Not so difficult as this one. Okay. But first, the similarities. One more time, your examples. Think of proper examples, please, and let me know when you're ready. For example, you can say my sister is just as beautiful as my brother, or as my older sister.
could be my girl is just as beautiful as other girl.
Perfect, like that. Nice. Mm-hmm. Next, who wants to
Sure.
try? Tell me.
Excuse me. Is mandatory use just?
No, not always.
Oh, okay.
It isn't mandatory.
Could be my brother is just as positive as my mother.
Perfect, like that. It's just as positive as my mother. Nice. Who is missing? Who wants to try?
I could say my brother is just as competitive as I am,
As I am or as me? Like that.
as me.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Paulo, please, maybe yours? No, you told me, right? No, you already told me. Vanessa, I think, is missing.
She arrived at just quickly as her brother did.
Perfect. Yes, in past. Nice. Perfect.
Mm,
We
let
continue.
me go.
You wanna try? Oh, yeah, you
Um,
are missing, sorry.
she speaks English as well as on Spanish.
Perfect. Nice. Now, the so can replace the first as, okay? The word so can replace the first word as, the preposition as, after not, when describing differences. For instance, it is not so difficult as I thought it would be. Okay, it is not so difficult, so hard, so tough as I thought it would be. Okay, so please, one more time, think of your examples.
Mm, could be English is not so difficult as
French, for example.
French. French.
Yes, like that. Maybe you could say you are not so clever as your friend, for example.
It could be uh, um, uh, medicine is not so easily as I thought.
Yes, medicine is not so easy as I thought it would be. Yes. Maybe Adela and Vanessa and Abigail are missing, right? You got it?
Mm, I wanna try.
Okay.
Um, in this place, sushi is not so delicious as I imagine.
Yes, as I imagined, or as I thought it would be. It is. It sounds more natural. Yeah, as I thought it would be. Perfect, but it was okay. Nice. Vanessa, maybe, perhaps, Abigail? I can't hear you so well.
Um,
Okay,
it's not so complicated as I believe it.
yeah, it is not so complicated. Complicated.
Complicated.
As I
Thanks.
believe it. Perfect. And Vanessa, you're missing.
Maria is not so responsible as her mom said.
This is not so. Yes, perfect. Okay, so that is clear. Not in this case, so becomes not such if a noun is used. For instance, maybe isn't such a good idea as I thought. Okay, like that. One more time. Think of your examples. So the word so in this case becomes not such. Not such. And we especially use this with the verb be, with the verb to be. no matter if it is in present, no matter the tense, in present and past, it works like this.
It could be this store isn't such expensive as I thought.
Such expensive as I thought. Yes. Such expensive as I thought. Next. Who wants to give it a go?
It could be
Mm-hmm.
travel. Travel is isn't such a bad idea as I thought.
Yes, it wasn't such a bad idea as I thought. Perfect. Nice. Next.
He's almost noisily as I am.
But we have to use such. You can say, he is not such a noisy boy as I thought. Or such a noisy person as I thought.
Oh,
Yes, like that. Who's missing?
Me.
Okay.
This book isn't such as interesting as you said.
As you said, perfect. As you said. As you said, perfect. Vanessa, you're missing, right? Please.
I am thinking. Wait me one moment, please.
Okay. Okay. But meanwhile, you'll think of your example. I'm going to continue with this. In this case, to describe small differences, we use not quite and nearly and almost. Okay? For instance, he is not quite so impatient as his brother. In that case, we have to use not plus quite or not nearly or not almost so impatient as the other person or the other thing.
Maybe I could say this museum is not quite so close to the park as shows us in the Google Maps.
Yeah. Yes, because we're yes. Okay, it works. Because we're comparing in both situations. Yes. Nice. Who else? Who's next?
It could be he's nearly
He's not nearly.
so he's not nearly so stubborn
Stubborn
than
as
as his
brother
father.
or as his father. Okay, anyone. Okay, perfect. Nice. Well done. Does anyone else wants to try it? Perhaps you're missing Abigail, Vanessa, and Paula, I guess, right?
My mom is not quite so confident as her sister.
Perfect.
this library is almost close as the other one.
He's almost close. Yes, perfect. Nice. And who's missing?
Me.
Okay.
Both is not quite so taxi as no. Well,
Organize your
so
ideas. Organize your ideas.
yes.
Okay.
Give me a moment, please. Sorry.
Okay, don't worry about that. So we continue. Think of your example, Paula, please. To describe big differences in this case, we have to use not nearly. Only not nearly. For example, her new film isn't nearly as bad as her last one. In this case, we use one more time the expression as, and as one more time, as an adjective and as, and then the object. For example, you can say, my teacher isn't nearly as good as the other one.
It could be this food isn't nearly as tasty
Yes,
as the previous.
as that one, you can say.
So
Yes, perfect. Next, please.
Um, my new school isn't nearly as friendly as my previous one.
Yes, perfect. Great. Next.
His new song isn't nearly as horrible as uh, his last one.
Here's that perfect. His last one. Okay. Next.
Me-
Okay.
This course is not nearly as easily as the previous one.
As the previous one. Okay. And finally, who's missing? Paulo, I guess, right?
Yes. With respect with last sentences, could be taxis are not nearly so big bus.
Mm-hmm.
Could be.
Sorry, I didn't get it, the last word. Is not that
Uh, Taxis are not nearly so big bus.
big bus?
Big bus. Yes.
Taxis are not nearly as big as a bus, you can say,
Uh,
right?
so-
Or as
right.
buses, right? In general.
As-
Okay. And the next one with not nearly.
Mm, there. Um,
Remember that we have to use not nearly and then as the adjective and as one more time.
well. Um, Car bus isn't quite as proper car.
Okay. Or maybe you can say my father isn't nearly as patient as my mother. You see? Like that.
Well,
Okay. Now, as you know much, we use it with uncountable nouns. On the other hand, as many, we use it with countable nouns. Okay? Or on the ground, as you can see here. With countable nouns, I haven't got as many chips as Sally. With uncountable nouns, I don't weigh nearly as much as I used to in the past. Okay? So, like this, one more time. Come up with your examples, please.
It could be I win um,
Okay.
many many dollars as I desire.
Not as many dollars as I desire. Okay, it could be. And with that match.
Much. Um, dollars with much or with many.
In this case, dollars is specific, so it means that we can count $1, $2, $3, specifically with dollars. But if you talk about money,
Okay.
in that case we use match money in general.
Okay.
You can say I don't have as much here as I would like, right? Like that, for example.
Okay.
It could be I haven't got as many passion as my sister.
Yeah, in that case, it's match because patience. Sorry, is not is an uncountable
Mm,
noun.
um,
So I don't
um,
have as much patience as my sister, for example.
sister.
Yeah,
Okay.
and with many
Well,
is countable. Something that you can count 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe who's missing? Who wants to give it a go? Abigail, Vanessa, Adela.
Okay. Um, I will buy as many books as my salary could afford,
Perfect. Nice. And with
and
match.
I don't have enough. I okay. Here is much. Okay. I my ske- in my schedule, I don't have as much time as I wish. Free times.
Okay. Yes. Sorry for that. Perfect. Who else wants to try?
I haven't got as chocolates as Andy.
Okay. And with match.
Mm. I don't drink coffee as much as I used to do.
Yes, perfect. As much coffee as I used to do. Nice. Who's missing? Or shall we continue? Okay. In this case, we use we, right? Just in early. Almost and not quite the same plus noun plus the word as one more time. Forgot to show similarities and differences. Possible nouns include the age, color, age, length, size, weight, and width. Okay? For example, my mom is almost the same age as my dad. You see? The word here, the expression here is the same something like a noun, an age, a color, something, an adjective, as. For example, you can say my sister is almost the same height than my brother. As my brother, sorry.
It could be my brother is almost the same hair color as I.
It's almost the same color as I've got. Yes. Or as mine.
As mine.
Yes. Next. Perfect. Nice. Camila. Next, please.
My husband is almost the same personality as my brother.
Perfect. Next, please. Okay, we're about to continue and then we have to practice more.
My dad is almost the same humor sense as my best friend.
That's perfect. Who wants to give it a go? Who's missing?
My my father-in-law is almost the
The same.
same way as my dad.
Or as me. As
As
me.
my dad could be
Okay,
as
as
my
my. Okay, perfect. Like that. And the last one, who's missing? Anyone?
Me.
Okay,
My sister's shoes are almost the same size as mine.
perfect. Are almost the same size as mine. Perfect, guys. Just the comparative, right? The article the plus the comparative, or the article the plus the comparative for changes which occur together. The second is often the result of the first one, like the consequence. This is very useful. The more money I have, the faster I spend it. Or for example, the more English you practice, the more fluent you will become. You see? Or the more exercise you practice, or you do, the most fitness you will get, or you will become. It's like that. We use the plus the comparative, and then it is advisable to use a commander, and then one more time the article the, and then the comparative one more time. To talk about changes which occur at the same time together. And the second one is like if it was the consequence. Please tell me when you're ready.
It could be the more job I have, the harder responsibilities
The hardest responsibilities I take. Perfect.
I take.
Yes. Nice. Next.
it could be the more intelligent student I had, and the faster will graduate.
I'm sorry I didn't get it. I couldn't hear you so well. The more
The more intelligent student I had,
the more
uh,
the more intelligent student I am, right? Or
it
what do
could
you
be
mean?
I had,
I had.
I
Okay,
had.
okay.
The faster will graduate.
The faster they will graduate. Perfect. The faster they will graduate. Okay. Next, please. Thank you so much.
The more effort I do, the best results I get.
The best result. Perfect. In that case, you are combining the superlative. Perfect. You can say the best results I will get or the better results I will get. Any of those works. Okay? Who's missing? Maybe Vanessa and Adela, I guess, right? Are you there?
Yeah, the less time we have, the more stressed we feel.
Yes. The more stressed we feel. Okay? And the last one, please.
Could I say the older I get,
The better I
that's
look, for
correct?
example, you can
The
say.
older
It
I
is.
get, the wiser I become.
Yes, the wiser I become. Nice. Okay, we're about to finish, so don't worry.
Teacher,
Tell me.
your microphone is turned off.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, we're about to finish, so don't worry. I know that it was a lot of information, but we have to practice this. We use the following structure to describe similarities and differences with little, no, not, or a lot of, and not, a great deal of, which means a lot of, and not much difference between. For example, there is not much difference between my job and yours, or my current job and the previous one. One more time. Tell me your examples, please. You can say there is not much difference between you and me. There is not much. Or maybe you can say there is little difference between you and me. Or there is not a great deal of differences between you and me. You can use any of these words.
It could be there is not a great deal of change in your work.
It is always with difference between. Difference between. A great deal of difference between. There is no little difference between. There is a lot of difference between, and so on. Always difference between. Okay, so please, Camila, give it a go with a new one.
I don't understand. I use always a great deal of and after much difference between. And
Yes, after, before, sorry. You can say, there is
Before.
not a great deal of difference between.
there is not a great deal of difference between your your
You can-
turn
Okay.
and mine.
And mine, perfect. Mine. Nice.
It could be my life. My life will be. I'm sorry. I forget. I forget.
Okay, okay. Take your time to think, to organize your thoughts.
There isn't a lot of difference between my hair and hers.
And her, perfect. Yes. Next.
There is a lot of difference between my house and him.
Nice. Nice, my dear. Next.
Well, my life will change much difference between my friend.
No, you can say, there is not much difference between my life and my friend's one.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, and the last part, finally. We use the verb, a verb, plus more, okay, plus the word more, of a or an, depending on the noun, in some collocations. For example, make more of an effort. Here we are talking about collocations, okay? Exactly like this. Make more of an effort, which means hacer más de un esfuerzo, right? Make more of a difference. Make more, or may in this case be or become, or pose more of a problem, pose more of a challenge, or pose more of a threat, or pose more of a danger. For example, in a fire, smoke can pose more of a danger than the actual flames. Pose more of a danger means suponer más de un peligro, right? Like that. And always we use than. We often use this. So please.
I need to make more of an effort to practice my English every day.
Perfect. Nice. Okay. So who was about to give me their example?
I.
Okay.
Me. It could be the government have to make more of an effort
Yes.
to improve the
The
secure
the security or our
security.
economical conditions, you can say, right? Okay. Or for example, passing my B2 first Cambridge exam posed more of an effort than I thought it would be, for example. So who's missing?
Mm, well, um, in a crash, drink beer can pose more of danger than smoke cigarette.
Then smoking. Yes, then smoking cigarettes. Perfect. Nice. Okay. So as we finish, now we have to put into practice what we learned. On page number, on the next one, please. 209, we have this exercise regarding comparisons. So you have to work on this. Exercise number 1. We have to complete a sentence with adjectives from the box, and it is possible that we have to use the comparative or the superlative, and it is possible as well that we don't have to make any changes in certain sentences. So number 1. I knew that exam would be difficult, but I didn't expect it to be as that. What do you think is the proper adjective here? Number 1.
As
Harder.
Only as hard. In this case, we don't need to change anything. As hard or as difficult or as tough as that. Okay? As the other one. So as hard. Just like that. Number 2. Last summer was the. Automatically, at the moment that I see the article there, it means that it is a superlative. Since records began, with temperatures reaching
Hottest.
the
Hottest.
hottest. Yes, the hottest. Nice. Number 3. There are too many mistakes in this essay, so you need to be
careful.
a lot careful, or a lot much careful, maybe, or much more careful. What do you think? In this case, we have to emphasize the comparative. So the answer is you need to be a lot more careful. That is the answer, okay? You need to be a lot more careful, or it could be the same like much more careful. It's the same with a lot. Okay? So that is the answer. Number 4. He was very ill last week, but I'm pleased to say that he seems to be getting now. What do you think is here?
Good.
He seems to be getting now because he was ill.
Better.
Getting better, perfect. He's getting better now. Number 5. They put a hearing on today, so the school wasn't quite so as it was yesterday. Number 5.
Cold.
Cold, perfect. It wasn't quite so cold as it was yesterday. Number 6. That was the film I have ever seen. I almost fell asleep near the end.
Boring.
The most boring,
Most.
because of the article there. The most boring film I have ever seen. Number 7, please. The later you go to bed, the you will feel tomorrow.
Tired. Tired.
Tired.
In this case, we can use both options. Please listen first. You can say the more tired or tireder. Tired. Any of those. The most common is the more tired. So the later you go to bed, the more tired you will feel tomorrow. Number 8. We were the first guests to arrive at the party. We got there half in an hour than anybody else.
Mm,
Earlier.
Earlier.
really?
Earlier. Perfect. Number 9. Life in the countryside is so much than in the city. No traffic, no crowds, no neighborhoods.
It's much quiet.
Is more quiet. Is more quiet. Is much more quiet than in the city. Number 10. The cheetah, which can run at a speed of 110 kilometers an hour, is the animal in the world.
Fastest.
Is the fastest. Perfect. Nice. Now let's go over the next one. In this part we have to complete every single gap with a word from the box. So they have the sentence B has a similar meaning to sentence A. In this case, we may need to change to use some words more than once. Number 1. We have our television is almost as big as double bed. So our television is almost do you remember? The same size as a double bed. Okay? These ones that we practice. Our television is almost the same size as a double bed. Number 2. I used to be far more interested in playing video games than I am now. So I am what? Nearly as interested in playing video games. Now, I used to be.
Much nearly.
I am much nearly, or I am not nearly as interested in playing video games now as I used to be. That is the answer. Okay, don't forget that it's negative. I am not nearly as interested in playing video games as I used to be. Number 3. My taste in music is very similar to that of my best friend. So there is not a deal of difference my taste in music and that of my best friend. What do you think?
Great deal.
Yes, there is not a great deal of difference between my taste in music and that of my best friend. Number 4. The most stylish phone I have ever owned is the one I have now. So I have never owned a stylish phone, the one that I have now. What do you think?
Hmm.
Do you remember the word that starts with the letter S? I have never owned such a stylish phone as the one that I have now. Okay, that is the answer. Number 5. If I have a lot of screen time in the evening, it takes me a long time to get to sleep. So, the screen time I have in the evening, longer it takes me to get to sleep. So what do you think is here?
The many screen time I have in the evening.
Almost there. The more screen time I have in the evening, the longer it takes me to get to sleep. Okay, that is the answer. Number 6. I study far less than I should. I will need to work harder if I want to pass the first exam, the beta first exam. So I don't study nearly as I should. I will need to make of an effort if I want to pass the beta first exam. So tell me please, what are the answers? No? Do you give up?
Make more of an effort.
Yes, make more of an effort. And the first one, I don't study nearly
Much.
much. Perfect. As much as I should. Number 7. I had fewer problems with this exercise than I thought I would. So I didn't have as problems with this exercise I thought I would.
Many problems.
Many problems with this exercise as I thought I would. Okay, that is. So please now let's go back to the page number 38. 38. We're going to complete this part regarding comparisons. Okay, help me out reading the first one, please. Abigail. The first sentence. We have to put it in the correct form, the superlative, or maybe the comparative, of the words that are in brackets. The first one is dark. So please, my dear.
But as we all know, there is another
We have dark side to it all.
darkest,
Another darker
side.
to it all. Yes. Number 2, please, Camila.
I was spending more than 4 hours.
Yes, than 4 hours online. Not as much.
Not as much.
As
some.
perfect. As some people, perhaps. Perfect. Number 3, please. Vanessa, our phone addiction.
We are told is making us anxious. Yes.
More anxious. And depressed. Number 4, please. Thank you so much. Number 4, Adela, please. Social media.
Social media can cause young people in particular to feel less confident as they continually compare themselves to their peers. So and so looks better,
Better.
wears
We have 20.
more trendy clothes.
In this case, it's trendier.
Trendier
Clothes.
has more expensive holidays
Perfect.
and leads a more interesting life.
Perfect. More interesting life. Nice. Number 5, please. Who's missing? Paula, please. I took
what I consider to be the more useful ideas from a number of books and websites I consulted.
Yes, the most useful. The most useful ideas from a number of books and websites I consulted. In number 6, we have the time I spend on my phone, the time I give to myself. My imagination wanders. We have freely. Ideas for articles come easily, and assignments are completed quickly. So what is in the first gap?
The more
time I spend on my phone, the the less time I have to myself. Right? The more time I spend on my phone, the less time I have to myself. My imagination wanders. What? In this case, freely is an
As
adverb.
freely.
More
Yeah.
freely. More freely. More freely. Ideas for articles come
More easily.
more easily, and assignments are completed more quickly. Like that. With adverbs, we use more and the most. Don't forget always. Okay, one more
Teacher.
time. Tell me.
Just maybe in the number 6, the first part, we could use both examples for, like you said in the first, the more time I spend on my phone, the less time I have to myself. But we could use it in the
The
less
other,
time.
the other way around. Yes, of course. The
uh,
more time I spend on my phone, the less time I have, or the less time I spend on my phone, the more time I have. Because it's the same.
Okay.
It's almost the same, right?
Okay.
Thank you for the question. Number 2. Why are the following forms of the bracketed words in exercise 1 are incorrect? For example, it is possible to say more dark. No, right? What is the correct form?
Darker.
Darker. It is correct to
Darker.
say anxiouser. No,
More
right?
anxious.
More anxious.
More.
Expensiver.
More
More
expensive.
expensive. Usefulest.
More.
The most useful.
Most.
And freelier. Is it possible?
Not impossible?
No.
No. What is the correct
More
form?
free.
More freely. More freely. Because it is an adverb. Freely. Libremente. Más libremente. More freely. Number 3. What are the comparative and the superlative forms of these adjectives in adverbs? The first one has been done as an example for us. Strange, stranger, and the strangest. With fast.
Faster and fastest.
Faster and the fastest. Hot.
Hotter,
The hottest.
Hotter and the hottest. Happy.
happier, the happiest.
Happier, the happiest. Slowly. Slowly. This is an adverb.
Slowest.
More slowly and the
More
most
slow.
slowly. Okay, remember.
Oh.
Specifically only with adverbs, we use always more and the most. Okay? With adverbs. Difficult.
More difficult.
More difficult.
And the most difficult. Common.
More common.
More
And the
common.
most common.
And the most common. And bad.
Worst, worst,
Worst,
worst.
and the worst. Okay, worst, the comparative, and the worst, the superlative. Far. With far.
Farther and far.
Farther and the farthest. Okay, farther and the farthest. Alright. I think we have to jump right into the next page. Let me see how much time do we have. Okay. The listening exercise is going to be left off for the next lesson, okay? Because we don't have so much time to write. We're gonna work on these expressions with us and us, okay? We have to complete the following sentences from the listening task, the previous one, using the word from the box. For example, we have as, for us, as long as, or many as, sorry, as soon as, or as well as. Having absolutely no interpersonal skills, he has a habit of making changes without bothering to find out what anyone else thinks first. So what do you think is the word here?
As far.
As far as, I don't think so. No, it doesn't fit here.
As many as.
As many as. No, in that case, no, because we're not talking about something that we can count. As well as. Okay? As well as. As well as is the correct one. Number 2. I teach maths to as 200 students. In this case, it's many, because it
Many.
says 200 students. As many as 200 students every year. Number 3. I think it is fine as it is carefully written.
As soon.
In this case, is as long as, which means provided that. Okay? Or provided, which is the same. Siempre y cuando, as long as. As long as it is carefully written. Number 4. It is a waste of time as I'm concerned. And this one is the one that you told me. As far as I am concerned. As far as I am concerned. Yes. Number 5. As the work's finished, I'm moving straight back to my old room.
As soon.
As soon as. Perfect. Okay. We have to match the following definitions to a word or expression in the previous exercise. Which one of these phrases or expressions means in addition to? Which one of these ones? From 1 to 5. In addition to. As well as. Okay? That is the meaning of as well as, in addition to. Which one of these expressions means in my opinion?
As far as.
As far as I am concerned. As far as I am concerned means in my opinion. Which one means immediately?
As soon.
As soon as. Which one means provided?
As long as.
As long as. And which one means a surprisingly large number of?
As many as.
As many as. Alright. Perfect. Let me see. Okay. As a homework, I'm gonna send you to write down an example for each of the following situations, but you have to try to use comparatives and superlatives, and if possible, all of the comparison phrases that we learned today. Okay? The first one is the best type of pet. Okay? You can say, for example, as you told me in the examples, a Chihuahua is by far the most gorgeous pet that you can have, for example. And the next one is the best smartphone, your favorite singer or band, a film you really enjoyed, a sportsman or a woman you admire, maybe a famous character, and a favorite holiday destination. Okay? You can write as many sentences as you are able to per each one. Okay? Try to use all of the vocabulary that we learned today. Okay, and from the workbook, in order you practice, let me open up. You're gonna carry out pages from from 11 or no 12. Do you remember, guys, what was the last page that I sent you as a homework? I think it was 14, right? 13, sorry. 13.
Yes.
Okay, so from pages 14 to 16, no more than that, okay? From 14 to 16, from the workbook. Alright, and with that, we finish today's lesson. Maybe any comment, any questions that you have? Let me know, please.
It will be only 2 sentences. Or
2 sentences on the homework.
but by the for topic, for each topic.
You want to pick up only 2 topics.
Not all topics, but only 2 sentences
Okay,
by
there's no
each
problem.
topic.
Okay, you can write even only one if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, don't worry about that. So please, my dear students, turn on your cameras just for a while. It's time to take today's attendance screenshot. Okay. There you are. Thank you so much. Okay, that's it. So with that being said, let's get finished this lesson. Bye bye. Thank you so much. I'll see you on Tuesday.